Welcome back, everyone, to a very exciting episode of Kicking It with Gabby and Chuch.
I'm Gab.
I am Chuch, and today is a special day. We got a birthday boy in the house. Hey!
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 25 now. Jesus,
He
I'm
can rent a
old.
car.
I can rent a car.
That-
Let's
That's
go.
that's it.
I don't get ID'd anymore. It's been old for a while though. Yes. Well, per usual, we're gonna go into our awards. We're gonna recap the week games, and then we're gonna preview the weekend games. And this is Ivan's last episode until next Thursday.
Quack, quack, quack.
He's on vacation. He's gonna be gone Monday, but we're gonna have a special co-host. Can't say who it is. You'll see on Monday.
John Terry.
Tuesday.
This is John Terry. It's the perfect replacement. If you're gonna replace me, John Terry. Makes sense. It makes sense.
So we're gonna jump in to banger of the week, which no bangers this week, but goals of the week. We're gonna go goal of the week. Who you got, Ivan?
2-for-1 special. I'm giving both my awards, to Raul Jimenez. Finally scores again after having gone quite a while without scoring. Not only did he score once, he scored twice, and then that one goal where he just controlled it off his chest, beat the defender, rounded the keeper, and then it's a back heel finish. Very clean goal, and I'm happy to see him score again.
Yeah, I mean, he did have one of the cleanest goals for sure. Yeah, I mean, phew. Unless my boy Harry Maguire put that one in the back of the net. But Raul Jimenez had the toughest goal for sure. Goal of the week. My star boy of the week. I'm going to go with Leon Bailey. It's not star boy, but my player of the week. I'm going Leon Bailey. Just absolutely dominated. Was a huge threat. I saw them have Diaby on the bench. I was like, buddy, what are they doing?
Yeah, we were questioning it. Yeah. Why Diaby was on the bench.
Yeah, but Leon Bailey absolutely came through, came in the clutch, and man, he dominated. He won player of the match as well. Yeah, let's jump into the week's games because man,
let's get over with it, man. I'm done with this week.
We'll talk about Chelsea right now. We're gonna start with Chelsea. So Chelsea played on Wednesday, lost 2-1 to Man United. Scott McTominay, both goals.
Dude, R9 McTominay.
Yeah, R9 McTominay strikes again.
Dude, what Cole the Palmer hell?
Puts one in, sneaks one in. That goal was class. That goal was class. But yeah, I mean, freaking, I thought Chelsea more or less got dominated. But I mean, this is what Man United does, kind of. You know, they dominate the smaller teams.
No,
or just escape with the win with a one goal advantage win. Yeah, I mean, I wanted Chelsea to win, and I thought they were going to win, but unfortunately, Man United took it, and Man United only 3 points behind Man City now.
God,
unfortunate.
Team. But what's even worse, us.
Yeah. Hey, if Everton didn't get the point deduction, they're 1 point ahead Chelsea right now.
That's insane.
I saw that.
Absolutely insane.
Speaking, let's go to Tuesday's games real quick. Luton and Arsenal, absolute banger of a game.
I would
game
say
of the week.
Game of the week, definitely.
Game of the week for sure. We did not expect that from Luton. Hate that it's a heartbreaker for them, but man, that was a good game. I mean, imagine being a Luton fan, like born and raised Luton fan. Your first season in the Premier League, and then you go to this game, Luton versus Arsenal, in your backyard, and they put up 3 against Arsenal and lose in the last second. A draw would have been perfect. Like a draw would have been beautiful. But unfortunately they get the loss. Declan Rice comes up huge.
It's a nice lucky deflection. That's exactly what you need. What you need.
It was freaking huge.
Unlucky, but that game was wild.
Yeah, that was for sure by far the best game of the week. We got Wolves Burnley up next. Wolves won 1-0. Nothing too surprising there. Burnley used all their goals last week, so they don't have any this week. But Vincent Company, they talk about him every time he loses. Nottingham Forest's coach too is about to get sacked if he loses, but yeah, I don't know.
That
It's only
was
a matter of time
wild.
before they start talking about Company. Um, into Wednesday, we already talked Man United, Chelsea. I mean, what are you looking for, Ivan and Chelsea? What do you think it is? It's just time. You just think time?
I don't know. It's all discombobulated right now. You know, we were looking good these past games, except bar the Newcastle one. Just the chances. Freaking Nico Jackson 1v1 against arguably the worst keeper right now, Onana. Makes a
Yeah.
save, makes him look like he's worth the money.
No. Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean, you said it, and I was like, dang, like that's a blown chance. But I think finishing definitely has been one of their biggest problems. But I think that should solve itself once Nkuku gets back on the field.
the defense. My biggest question going into the game once I saw the lineup was the defense. We had Colwell, Disasi, um, Thiago Silva, and not
Cucurella.
Badiashile. Yeah,
It was
Cucurella.
Cucurella.
I feel like Badiashile is arguably our best defender, our best center back. I feel like he needs to start every game. It made no sense to me why he didn't play. Reece James got subbed
Got
on,
cooked. He got
got
cooked.
cooked a little. Um, Other than that, I don't know. And then Colwell's too slow. He's too slow to be playing left back. You know, and give away possession on the left hand side. He was just tracking back, just trying to catch up. Um, yeah, it was just really bad, especially because Man United was playing super heavy on the press, super heavy on the press. You know, we were trying to play it out of the back, the way we've been doing beginning of the season, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't working. A lot of little mistakes here and there. Robert Sanchez, he's not the best at playing out of the back, but he had times where you could really see it.
He
Giving it
came from
away
Brighton. He's got a little knowledge.
a little bit, but definitely there were some balls where he almost gave it away. He honestly kept us in it a lot as well. If it wasn't for him, if we had Kepa on goal, we'd probably lost 5-1. Honestly,
No, that's funny, but no, yeah, I mean, it's the goals, man. Honestly, it's because no matter how good defense you play, I mean, Man City has had one of the best defenses. They've been giving up a lot of goals lately. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, it always comes down to your attack. Like they always say the best defense is better offense, and to a point that could be true. Like, especially when you're going up against all these high scoring games, like I mean, like we've seen lately, 7-goal games like every week lately. It feels like, this is probably one of the only weeks where there's very few, games like that. There's a lot of 1-0 games, a lot of 2-0 games, 2-1, 1-2. There's a few that had 5-3 and 4 or 7, but still, either way, I mean, right now you got to be able to score in the Premier League, and yeah, I mean, like Nico Jackson, he's been missing chances. And yeah, I think that solves itself with the Nkuku though, for sure. Because
Cuckoo, I'm begging. I'm begging, buddy.
I mean, if he can, I mean, yeah, I mean, imagine the chances. I mean, everybody misses chances. It's hard to score regardless, but uh, I mean, as a starting striker, you got to put him in more than not for sure.
At the end of the day, they're getting paid millions, and we're just watching.
Yeah, exactly.
uh,
And then Villa City. I mean, Villa came out strong,
yeah,
absolutely strong. I feel like I mean, they dominated the shots. They didn't necessarily dominate play. Man City had a majority of the possession, but when Villa had the ball, there were real chances. There were real attacking chances. City did what they normally do. I mean, they keep the ball in the opponent's third, and they just really never had really the chance besides the 2 shots on goal from Holland. And I thought they were good saves either way, because I mean, we've seen Holland finish that plenty of times. Keeper saved it, and then the second one was, there's nowhere else Holland could go with the header. except at the keeper, and the keeper saved it. But either way, Emi Martinez was huge with those saves. I thought he
Definitely.
played extremely well. Villa as a whole played really well. I thought they usually play, like I said, better on the counter, but they for sure, when they had the ball, they dominated and everything. Definitely a different lineup from City though. Like not a lot of those guys play in the same exact squad together. And I gotta reiterate the importance of Rodri. Like every single game without him, we've lost. Like, bro, if he gets a yellow, sub him off. Pep, just sub him off. Like, freaking let Rico Lewis get in there. Rico Lewis looked absolutely terrible. I love
You-
Rico Lewis, but he could not get anything going in the midfield. Honestly, the midfield was so horrible this game that I was like, dude, sub in Calvin Phillips. Like, he cannot be worse than what's happening right now. But honestly, I can't. Akanji in the midfield, buddy, it's not working for me.
you got Calvin Phillips on your team. You have to play him. I feel, especially if you don't have Rodri.
And honestly, I mean, Akanji is good. It's just I think he's young. Honestly, that's maybe in right. And I felt like they really did need experience. And John Stones being like his first match that he's fully healthy, fully ready to go. He was ready to go last match, but still, it was probably going to be an appearance. He didn't get any PT last week in the game. So to throw him in a starting position and basically try to redo that Rodri role, just doesn't work. But I've said this since weeks and weeks, probably when we started. Like the amount of talent that City has, if you like take out one player and plug in another player, like they really do like seem that much better than everyone else, just because that system is so good. The players all around them, it's not really they even have a deep squad. They're so talented in their starters that it just makes those people that get plugged in like Doku look insane. And Doku is insane, but at the same time, that has to come credit from the players that are playing the ball to him. Holland, that's getting double teamed every run. Foden, that's freaking coming halfway across the field to make the excellent pass. Bernardo Silva, who's covering. Bernardo Silva, who's getting back on defense. Like, it just takes a lot. Man City make it look easy, but right now with the injuries that we're seeing, I mean, we're seeing them really, really struggle, like unreal struggle from Man City. It looks awful.
They're going down.
Yeah, like if you think that, if you think like if you've never seen Man City play before and you just know like word of mouth that they dominate, and you're watching games, you're like, this is not like what Man City are they talking about? But yeah, I mean, it's like seeing two different teams right now. But I'm excited to get everyone back healthy. De Bruyne was listed for the World Cup, Club World Cup squad. That's in another week. So, I mean, I'm thinking he's going to get some. He should be soon. He should be maybe next week. He's back in training and hopefully in the squad for the Club World Cup. But
Well,
either
I just
way,
want him to win a medal.
hopefully Doku gets back to. Man, huge to not have a real winger. They played Phil Foden on that side, but I feel like we all know that Phil Foden's best side is the right, and when he gets to drift in the middle, he was on the left, and he did play good. It's just that right side, I think, is for him. Like him and Kyle Walker have an unbreakable bond, like of just chemistry. Like they're literally like in each other's minds. They're thinking the same things. On the left side with Gorvidal is always kind of unpredictable. It's easy for, Doku to make it look easier because Doku's great at 1v1s. He's not afraid to take them on. But definitely, like, Phil Foden was like, him and Phil Foden were not connecting well. But yeah, I mean, it was just all across. Julian Alvarez played awful too. Um, he hasn't been playing too much. He was in tremendous form before too. Like you couldn't not pick him. Now, they didn't pick him a few times and now he's, quieting down. But man, disappointment
Depressing
from Man
week.
City.
Depressing midweek, huh?
Depressing week from you and me. We were down bad. But hopefully we can beat Lewin Town this weekend. Hopefully.
You guys lose.
No, I will lose
Ah,
it. I will lose
ah.
it. The next game, Liverpool Sheffield. Liverpool 2-0. I thought that was a fairly decent game as well. It was at Sheffield. Liverpool do what they do. They score goals. Um, Trent has been unreal lately.
Yeah.
I one of the best right backs in the world. I don't know if you can call him the best right back in the world if you don't really play defense, but he's
Best wing back.
he's the best wing back. Yeah, sure, say that. Yeah, I mean, clear of Reece James by far, clear.
Here we go.
Honestly, buddy, I mean, with Reece James' availability, he hasn't done nothing. Like he's clear. He's clear. I'm picking Trent every time. Next one, Fulham Forest. Man, Forest with the
Battered.
talent. We talked about the line, or I talked about the lineup right when they put it out. So what is the coach doing? What is he doing? He
I
benches
feel
Morgan
like
Gibbs White.
we've been talking about it. Yeah, I feel like Gibbs White, Adoy, Alonga has to be the starting front three right there.
Yeah, or even put Gibbs White at Cam. I've been saying. To me, I like Gibbs White at Cam, Hudson-Odoi on the left, Alonga on the right, and then Onyeka could play striker or whoever, or Christian Wood, or I can't remember the fellow's name that's injured right now.
The Nigerian striker.
Yeah. But I feel like they have the talent. They have, Sangare is in the midfield. He's like
He's bossing it.
a Rodri-esque type player, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think maybe it does. It's just gonna take a coaching change to review it all. But then that happens, you could be Hudson-Odoi and be like, Hudson-Odoi has talent. We all know he has talent. But like a coach comes in and they're like, maybe they're like, let's give another guy a chance because we're not really winning, and then Hudson-Odoi could get lost in the squad. I don't think Alonga could get lost in the squad because I feel like he's maybe their most well-known player. I feel like he's pretty favored. I think Morgan Gibbs White too. He won't get lost. But I don't know. I just think Hudson-Odoi is in a bad spot right now. He went there because him and the coach had some chemistry. But yeah, if he gets sacked, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Forrest, sign me. I'll coach that team. I'll at least won't get them relegated, I think. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure the coaches, the credit they deserve goes unrecognized, but it's tough to see from a team that has some players that you like, and they could play better than that. Let's see. Go Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. That one was actually a bit of a shocker for me.
Yeah, that was disappointing from Palace.
Yeah, I thought Palace were going to win. I thought they were. Yeah, 2-0 in London. In London, mate. Eze did not play. Olise did play. But still, either way, Palace should be more competitive. I feel like they're competitive in the games you don't expect them to be, and then in the games you expect them to be, they're not. But Gahey, I thought he played well. England
Gahey
star.
always plays good. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude needs to go somewhere else.
Cobham boy.
He needs to go somewhere else. He needs to go to a bigger club.
This is just a stepping stone.
Dude, what's crazy is Chelsea's always talking about getting new center backs, but they have them. They have good ones too.
And I always see the links. I'm like, dude, I don't. Just play Colwell and Badiashile. That's your center back partnership for the next 10 years.
What happened to Disasi?
He's good too. Back up. I've always liked Badiashile better. And Colwell, he's your young guy. Like, he's like future captain. He captained the team the other day.
Nice.
But
yeah. Brighton get the 2-1 win against Brentford. I thought that was a bit scary from Brighton. They went down 1-0 first, and then they came back. But yeah, that's not a surprising win there. We got two huge shockers today, though. Shockers.
Big Thursday games. There were some really good games today.
I saw a Bleacher Report. Spurs are spurring. Classic. They're bottling in December.
What is new?
Lost to West Ham. in their home stadium. Honestly, the second goal was misfortunate. And then it was fortunate for West Ham as well that Ward-Prowse hit post, but Jared Bowen with the goal, my main man. 2 goals, or 1 goal for him and 1 goal for Ward-Prowse. That was a huge shocker for sure, though. 75th minute, I believe. No one saw it coming. I mean, Tottenham, even though they've been struggling, this definitely puts them in the danger zone of struggling. But surprisingly, I mean, they're right there with City still. Both teams still have a chance, but they're saying Madison will be out. What they say till about January.
Yeah, like
That's
late
concerning.
January.
Yeah, that's still concerning. But I think he's the major piece of it. I think the defense, like I said, with the
And the
Vanderbar,
striker. They need a
yeah,
striker.
and then
Hit up
yeah,
Ivan
I mean,
Toney.
Heung-min Son, there's a few times, yeah, like he plays striker, but then he runs over to the wing, and it just leaves them a little bit vulnerable to
Yeah,
not have
definitely.
anybody in there. Let's see, and then we had a 3-0 3-0 Everton win over Newcastle at Goodison Park.
I think we
I
called
think,
it.
yeah, I think
We
we called
called
it.
it.
I said Everton was in good form. Like they're close to coming out of relegation, at Goodison Park, and they did. I mean, whew, they
They hate
smacked.
Anthony Gordon.
They hate Anthony
Perfect
Gordon.
game.
There was a little extra juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fans were giving that little bit extra juice, and it just basically seemed like they were playing with the extra man on the field. Absolutely smacked Newcastle in the mouth. It's
Trippier.
crazy. It's
You saw
crazy.
Trippier after he messed up.
Yeah, he was. What's going on?
He's like,
He was.
"Ah."
Yeah, he was distraught. No, yeah, but I mean, freaking absolute shocking games all week. There was a few that weren't, which sucks because Liverpool they're right up there. Arsenal are right up there, 1 and 2 spots. I mean, you would hope. I was hoping for that Luton draw. I really was. I knew Liverpool was going to take care of Sheffield. Sheffield absolutely sucked. They're dog water. But I was hoping at least Arsenal would drop some points. And then I hope we didn't drop all 3 points, but we did. Same with Chelsea. I was thinking they maybe at least get 1, if not 3. And then Spurs, I mean, to not get
Our
any against
Spurs.
West Ham,
Especially because
very
West Ham have been
disappointing.
super shaky.
Yeah.
We've been mentioning it nonstop that they're playing worse than what they actually are. We were questioning, coaching change. But yeah, they pulled out a good win against a team that's been struggling, which is Tottenham. They're
Yeah, and
Spursing.
freaking Newcastle too. That one was insane. Everton are good right now. They're not going to get relegated. They're not getting relegated unless another point deduction comes and it's big. They're not getting relegated. But I do think that they are still playing excellent football right now. They can shock some teams like they did, and I think I wouldn't want to play them if I were Chelsea coming up soon, or even City for that. I'm worried about Luton right now. They put up 3 against Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, let's see what happened after that. The table goes up. Arsenal won with 36 points, but they're headed to Villa, which are undefeated at home, and they just beat City. Huge for them. And we'll see what happens. I mean, that's ought to be the game of the week so far as a prediction. Liverpool play Palace. Like I said, Palace are usually shit when we think they're gonna be good, and when we think they're gonna be shit, they're usually good. Who knows? Villa should I hope they need to get this win. Villa need to get this win for us. I'll be a Villa fan if they win. I'll root for Villa for this game. But City, we absolutely need to get this win against Luton right now. I mean, there's no other words, way, rhyme around it. Need to get this win. Tottenham, right, 3 points behind us with Manchester United. Tottenham playing Newcastle. Newcastle are 2 spots below them, just 1 point. So that one will be a big game for both of those clubs. especially coming off of huge losses. And then, shoot, Manchester United at 6 playing Bournemouth. I mean, they could be right there if we end up losing or even drawing right behind us. And then all the haters will be back talking about how Manchester's red. We gotta cut that out right now. Brighton dropped down to 8th, or actually, I think they came. Yeah, they dropped down 2 spots, I think. For Manchester United. Manchester United jumped them, but they're sitting at 25 points. Play Burnley next. That should be no issues there. I got this feeling. West Ham playing Fulham. Fulham are in insane form
London
right now.
Derby.
London Derby. You never know. And Fulham are playing insane right now. My main man, Iwobi, is killing it. God, he's killing it, buddy. I mean, they're simple goals, but at the end of the day, he's in the right place at the right time. He's playing well, like he deserves them. Then you got Chelsea right there at 10th. That gap between 10th and 9th, buddy, it's stuck.
We're stuck there, buddy.
If you guys lose, but you guys play Everton,
we could drop down.
You could drop down to potentially
like 14th.
Yeah, 14th.
Maybe 15th.
No,
oh God,
15th. Let's see. No, you guys have way too good of a differential.
Yeah.
Even if Bournemouth won and you guys lost, there's 10 goals difference between there. But yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the bottom half real quick. Sheffield, dead last, minus 30 goal differential, 5
going
points.
Down. Sorry, Caesar.
Burnley next with 7 points, minus 18 differential. Luton with 9 points, minus 14 differential. But this is right here where it gets tight. I mean, Luton still have a chance. Forest are playing absolutely god awful. Luton have a chance. I mean, they gotta get
lucky with that win.
Yeah, they gotta get a couple draws in, maybe a win. But I mean, to me, I think Forest has a bit of a tough schedule right now. They play Wolves next. Wolves are fairly decent. Pedro Neto did not play, but he should be back soon. I mean, they say that every week. They say soon every week, just like they say with Nkunku on Chelsea. They said Nkunku would be back in November. We're halfway through December. No, we're first week in December. But I mean, Everton could jump them. Everton could jump Forest for sure, just on goal differential alone. If Wolves lose and Everton win, but yeah, I mean, Luton are only a point behind, being out of the relegation zone, and 4 points behind 16th. So I mean, Luton could still do it. They play City next though, so that's the tough one. But who knows? Who knows with right now? Who knows? Let's preview these upcoming games.
We got some.
What's Saturday?
A couple good games.
Yeah, Saturday. Go ahead.
Crystal Palace, Liverpool. I feel like Crystal Palace, Liverpool are always somewhat decent games.
That's why I said I think we always think Palace is shit when they should be good, and then when they should be shit, they're gonna be good. So I'm hoping that's the case.
Let's hope, because honestly, we need something from that Crystal Palace team, dude. Like we talk about all the time. Like they should not be struggling the way that they're struggling.
If this Liverpool team wins the Premier League, I will lose it. I feel like they're not that good. They're solid. They're solid.
They're solid.
But I feel
they're
like
decent.
Other teams are more talented, you know?
To be fair, you got to think about it like that. Like this, Liverpool isn't playing in Champions League. They're playing in Europa League.
Yeah.
So they could drop down their level when they're playing Europa League because they don't necessarily have to win for it. So they could just focus on the Premier League.
They're already going to get Premier League, or they're already going to get Champions League at this point. I mean, at this rate, it seems like.
Yeah, because usually, you know, the teams that are usually in the Europa League, they're fighting to win because they know that that'll guarantee them a spot in the Champions League. And so they can just forget about that and just focus on the league, and they can possibly win it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't want to see that. Hate Liverpool. Hate Arsenal. Hate Man City. Hate everybody.
No, let's see, what's the
I
next
think the
game
day
there?
Tottenham wins the league is the day I stop watching the game.
That's funny. Hey, if it happens, though, I'll hold you to it. No,
I'll stop podcasting.
no. Next game. What's the next game there?
Wolves, Forest.
Wolves Forest. That's at Wolves too. That's your man's job on the line right there on Peacock, 7 o'clock our time. That's his job on the line. We could witness it live. That's probably gonna be the
Honestly,
one that I watch.
honestly, because Brighton Burnley, I feel like Brighton would probably smack Burnley. Vincent
Yeah.
Company, out of here.
Nah. He's
Nah, I'm
got.
just kidding.
I think
And
he
then
has till after Christmas.
Brentford, Sheffield, and Sheffield not looking promising. Brentford might just
Sheffield
might.
should take advantage of
See,
this
yeah.
matchup, but yeah, they probably won't because they haven't all season.
And then another Saturday game, Man United, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
This game, Man United just has this written all over. They're gonna scrape by with like a 1-0 win, 2-1 win again. The same shit we've been hearing all season. I'm tired of it.
Yep. It is crazy. Yeah, I definitely will call that win, I guess. Hope Bournemouth would get the win or get the draw, but knowing Manchester United, they'll get the win. And then the late game. That late game is actually freaking the Arsenal game. That's the biggest game of the week. It's
This
at
is
Villa
the
Park.
game of the week.
It's the
And
fortress.
are we gonna see the same Villa?
I hope so.
Well,
I think Diaby will get the start. I think
you
Diaby
think
will.
Diaby starts?
But I think maybe start Leon Bailey and Diaby.
Oh yeah, because all I know is this is Unai Emery's return game against Arsenal.
Yeah.
So
Unai Emery never beat Pep before, and he just did
he just beat Pep for the first
for
time.
the first time. And Arteta
I
beat
think
Pep for the first time this year too. What's happening?
he's finished, buddy. He's finished. Go, coach.
Hey, he said
The
if
U.S. national team.
we somehow win the treble this year, he's done.
He's washed.
No,
He's
he's not
finished.
washed.
He's bald.
Honestly, I think it's a little bit of like, okay, Pep. I think he was just in cruise control because like
He's
the talent
complacent.
that they had, I mean, you can manage, but the talent that they had sometimes it just came from pure inspiration at the time, pure improvisation. But now that a lot of players are dropping, I mean, for God's sake, he had to sub on Matthias Nunez and Kovacic. I mean, buddy, and
Oscar
freaking
Bob.
Oscar Bob.
Hey.
Oscar Bob got playing time over Phil Foden. They took off Phil Foden for Oscar Bob, and then we get scored on. Never sub out Phil Foden.
I don't
Pep,
know.
how do you not see, Pep? How do you not see?
He's a fraud.
He's not a fraud.
He's a fraud.
Honestly,
I'm here for
he's
the Pep
beat those
slander. Always and
allegations
forever.
long times
Always and
ago.
forever.
Stop it. He won the Champions League without Messi. What's
I want to
next?
see him win the Champions League
What's next?
with Sheffield United. Then we can talk.
But Sheffield United couldn't win a game to literally save their lives.
I like the banter, Pep. It's always fun.
And
It's
then
always
let's see
fun.
the Sunday games. That's
Sunday fun day.
Everton Chelsea at 6. That's at Goodison Park. Oh, that's gonna be tough, buddy.
We're getting thrashed.
That's gonna be tough.
No, I'm kidding. I hope not.
And
I hope we show up.
I think, I mean, I'd like to say Chelsea, but I've been riding the Everton wave. I have been.
Since the point deduction.
Yeah, I mean,
You've just been hopping
even
on
before that. Even before that, no, buddy. Even before
maybe
that,
like
I
a
was
game or
saying
two before
that they were playing really good. But yeah, I mean, at Goodison Park to me is as good as any. Like, it's as good as playing anywhere at home. I think they make a lot of jokes about the silverware. at Goodison Park. But to me, it seems like a really tough place to play, and I do think that Chelsea are struggling. So we'll see. Hopefully, we see an Nkunku appearance
And cuckoo.
uh, on the reserve
I'm
or on the
begging. I'm
subs at least. Maybe get
begging
him
for
for 2
something.
minutes.
Something. A spark.
Yeah, they're probably gonna be like, oh, he's close, but he's just not ready. But soon, but
Quick
soon.
shout to my boy who I've talked about. I feel like was crucial. Conor Gallagher. Definitely missed him. Definitely missed him in that game.
Definitely miss Conor Gallagher, but it's his own fault. Just like Rodri's literally costing us games. Like literally, you can't make it up. The next game is at Craven Cottage, Fulham West Ham. I'm calling Fulham, buddy. I'm going Fulham.
I honestly, I feel like West Ham, they're gonna pick up from what they did against Tottenham. They're both coming in off huge games. James Ward-Prowse, man, he looks insane. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks because how David Beckham came out with his documentary, talking about his free kicks, stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, if you think about it, James Ward-Prowse is basically David Beckham.
That's funny.
He's about to beat the record. He's right. He's one goal behind David Beckham. I think David Beckham's at 18 free kicks in the Premier League. Prowse is at 17. He needs one to tie him up.
Yeah, it is crazy. Now that you mentioned that, I'll bring that up towards the end. But yeah, that is crazy. James Ward-Prowse is excellent. Freaking dude's always stealing Jared Bowen's goals, by the way. Always stealing them. Like, he always, make the pass, and then Jared Bowen will, be in a bad spot at the end of the pass, and then Ward-Prowse will be right there, or someone will make the pass to Jared Bowen that he misses, and Ward-Prowse is right there, or Jared Bowen holds up, and then Ward-Prowse takes a spot and scores the goal. That makes me so mad. I'm like, dude, is that Jared Bowen? And, oh my god, it's Ward-Prowse. I just like Jared Bowen, and I think freaking Ward-Prowse is snaking him. But Kudu's played well too. I think.
Yeah, he looked really good.
He's finally getting starting shifts, and he's been playing insanely well. Yeah,
he should start up.
Shout to Yori Telemans in the Villa game, a City game. Dude's finally getting starting time too, and he's changing the game. I feel like they're becoming a lot more dominant in the midfield. Douglas Luiz too. Whew. They're saying Arsenal are ready to bid £80 million for that man, and he's good. I think he's really good. And sometimes with Arsenal's midfield, when Odegaard misses a lot of games, sometimes, why not have him? Why not? Let's go Luton City. I'm a little bit worried, buddy. Well, we should have Rodri back. I should have nothing to worry
Holland
about.
hat trick inbound.
Hopefully,
stamp it.
I don't even want a hat trick. I want a double hat trick. I want Phil Foden to score 3, Holland to score 6, freaking Rodri to score 1, and I want to see Kevin De Bruyne sitting in the stands.
Oscar Bob hat trick.
Freaking! I hope Oscar Bob gets on. I hope you know what? I hope Calvin Phillips gets to play.
All right, now you're just talking ludicrous, man.
It has to be 10-0 before Calvin Phillips gets a playing time.
And he still might not even get it.
Yeah. Freaking Tottenham, Newcastle, that should be one of the ones.
Perfect.
Like I said, both.
It's a good game to end the week off.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think the game of the Sunday should be Everton, Chelsea, or Fulham, West Ham. Those two probably are the better ones. I mean, Spurs, Newcastle should be good. It's just you never know. You don't know what you're gonna expect from both teams. You'll probably get an early Spurs goal, and then Newcastle will win 4-1, something like that. But yeah, Spurs have the spark. They have the spark. It's just they can't keep it up the whole game without James Maddison lately.
They're rubbish.
Yeah. Villa's taking Arsenal. I gotta go with it. I have to.
I hope they both
Absolutely
lose
have to
somehow.
go with it. And then we will be on a short rest. We're gonna go into Champions League, but that is gonna be for the next episode on Monday for the Champions League on Tuesday, which Ivan will not be here for. He will not be here for it. It'll be
My team's
me
not in the Champions League.
and a special guest. Not
Just
just
say John
because.
Terry.
No, I can't say.
Is it Batman?
He's a local legend. Local legend to kicking it with Gavin Chuch.
Caesar.
He's brilliant. He's a natural on the mic. Can't say who it is. Can't give it away. But I hope the chat remembers him. They should remember him. And he'll be here to co-host Monday night at 8. And we're going to post it on Tuesday morning. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do a live stream. Maybe we'll try a live stream. Because, I mean, it's hard to watch the episode in the morning, and then the first game of Champions League is what, like 9:30? Maybe we'll do the live stream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how. I gotta try it into YouTube and see how that works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, shoot, we're right back. It seemed like we were finished. We might have a little break, but we're not. It all starts again on Saturday. And then it starts again on Tuesday with Champions League after Sunday. So we're having 1 day rest, buddy. 1 day rest. Hey, but the good news is some of these teams will actually have a rest for Man City, or like for the bigger clubs like Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. And Newcastle don't have a rest, unfortunately. Fortunately,
No.
it just gets rougher from
They
here.
gotta play Spurs and then
Spurs,
buddy.
and then they got a group of death game.
Group of death against Milan.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck to Newcastle in my prayers. But yeah, I mean,
you guys are lucky. You guys could.
Yeah,
you guys
man.
have
We should rest everyone, buddy.
Luton, and then their Champions League game. It doesn't matter.
Throw some of the kids I've never heard of in there.
Calvin Phillips will play. Hopefully, if he doesn't play,
don't let Rodri play.
If Calvin Phillips doesn't play, there's an agenda.
Yeah, or let Rodri play for like the first half. No reds, no yellows. Don't risk it. Freaking start Oscar Bob. They're gonna start Phil Foden probably just because Phil Foden always plays every match. It feels like. Freaking, I want to see Ake in there to get some reps back. I want to see John Stones in there to get reps back. I want to see freaking Rico Lewis. Let Kyle Walker take a break. Ruben Diaz will probably still play because he's a lock. Stefan Ortega should be starting in goal. Julian Alvarez will probably play striker. Freaking.
Holland's finished. Let him rest. No.
Honestly, let him rest. He's not finished, but let him rest. I think if Doku or Grealish are available, just get him back in there to get him fitness again. But yeah, I mean, I hope Doku stays in the same form he's been in coming off this injury, but we'll see. Let's freaking take a look at the stat.
The golden boot.
Erling Haaland's still right there with 14. Didn't score any.
Salah.
Most 10. Jared Bowen with 9.
9. Heung Son 9. Quinn 10.
He's at 4 and 5 spot with Ollie Watkins. Pedro Neto still right there, but Trippier tied him this week with 7. Bukayo Saka tied for number 3. 3-way tie between him, Mo Salah, and Ollie Watkins. And then got some City boys.
Doku's still there.
You got
after the hat trick of assists.
Yeah, you got Kufal.
Darwin Núñez creeping up.
Darwin's creeping up. Ultimo Salah. James Madison with 5 still. Sam Johnstone still with 5 clean sheets, even though he had a piss poor week this weekend. But now Nick Pope and Andre Onana are right there. Nick Pope's out considerably.
They said 3 to 4 months.
Time, buddy. Very, very considerable time.
Dubravka should do all right.
We'll see. We'll see who comes in though. We've been hearing all the talk about freaking De Gea. It'll be
Yeah.
good to see him. Honestly, it'll feel reminiscent like of the old days, if he comes. Um, Allison should. I don't know if he's gonna be back this week, but uh, you know, we'll see. We'll
Kelleher
see.
did pretty good
Yeah, he did
filling in.
2-0. Pickford right there with 4, Bern Leno with 4, Raya with 4, Ederson with 4. It's unreal to me that Vicario is only at 4 because dude has been playing insane. I think he's the best keeper in the Premier League right now. I think he is.
Decent shout. Decent shout.
Yeah. That's my hot take. But yeah, so going into this weekend in 2 days, got Arsenal up top, Liverpool 2 points behind, Villa 2 points behind them, City 2 points behind them, and then Tottenham and Man United 3 points behind City. It's close. It could go anyway. I think 2016 we were at 7th, I think, with 20 points, and we still won the league that year. Not saying we're gonna do that again. I'm just saying that it could still shake up from here. Like the guys all the way to top 10, not top 10, top 9. Chelsea are too far away, I think, but I think a lot of these teams have a chance to win it. I don't know how West Ham's is still in there, but they are.
All I'm saying is Chelsea was at 25 points this time last year.
Yeah. Takes
Playing
time.
absolute terrible Graham Potter ball.
But see, it takes time, right? That's what you've been saying. That's what all you Chelsea boys have been saying.
I hope.
Yeah.
Aston Villa stole our logo and our spot.
Yeah. Aston Villa took their logo and the spot in the top 5. Aston Villa, dude, are playing unreal. For some reason on the Prem website, it still has the old logo.
Yeah, it has the old logo, but I know the real logo.
Yeah.
Because it looks just like ours.
Yeah, exactly. One time I was like when they first came in the preseason, I was like, "What the hell? I thought this was a Villa game," and then I was like, "Oh wait, they just changed their logo." And then I was like, "That's crazy. It looks just like it." But yeah, I mean that's it. Got a new kit.
Yeah, that's your birthday present?
Fire. Yeah. Here, let me just do this. Erling Haaland on the back.
Haaland. I freaking finally found my freaking kits. I bought like 3 kits, and I'm like, dude, where are they at? And I finally found them. It's about time, huh? You finally know what it feels like to have one of those?
And the foundation for kids.
We have 2!
Well, either way, this side's got nothing. But either way, I'm glad. This was one of my favorites of all the recent third kits, of all the recent kits that Man City's had. I thought this was one of the freaking best. Just waiting
Shout
on
out
that.
me.
Just waiting on that Phil Foden home kit. That's all. That's the last one to complete this year's set for me. Not gonna get a keeper kit. If anything,
Why not?
next thing I get, it might be like another one, but a De Bruyne one, or
Jeez.
I got the Haaland, I got the Foden already in the secondary. But that secondary, I think I need another secondary. The away.
I wonder if they're gonna drop new kits for the Euros.
Well, I
Probably
saw
not.
the England kit for the Euros. Let's see. See if I could share my screen real quick. I don't think it's as clean as what they had.
I mean, this one's a clean kit, and the red one's clean. It's our Pro Clubs kit
Can you
as
see
well.
it?
Yeah, I can see it. It looks alright. Looks decent.
The line, I like the lines on the side.
It's decent. It's decent.
I mean, that's the leak. Yeah, I mean, I think they look fairly nice. I think that's photoshopped.
No, I think it's real.
Yeah. I mean, it looks nice. I think I like the lines. To me, it's simplistic, but it looks classic. And then
the clones are usually
it has like the little
simple.
lip collar.
The overlapping collar. Those are sick.
Yeah. Badge looks nice. Just need to add another star to that. That's for sure. The back collar. Yeah, those jackets are nice. Let's see if any other Euro kits. Can you see me typing or no?
Not really.
All right, what about now? Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
No.
We're just gonna have to wait
Okay, I
and
guess
see.
these are apparent leaks. Apparent. The Portugal one looks insane. Like, would have to cop that
That would
for
look
sure.
sick. Yeah, I feel like
Belgium one looks nice. It's classic wine. Hope to see Doku in that squad. French one looks
that.
good. I mean, different blue, but I like the blue.
Different blue.
The white looks sick,
cool.
I think. I think that looks sick. But the different blue...
The French chickens.
To me, this reminds me of like Thierry Henry days and Dane days. Like, that's the type of blue. England
Yeah,
one.
it does.
Okay, if that is the England one, I'm copying that.
That was nice.
That one looks sick. And it's a legit collar, too. With the gold. Oh, it's gorgeous. Portugal looks, that one. But this one, the away kit looks sick. Insane. Yeah, imagine that with the CR7 on the back. Sheesh. Netherlands,
not bad.
usual. This one looks cool. I like that one. Gives you a little Aston Villa look. Germany's, ooh, that's nasty. That's basic. And then that's nasty.
We're out of there.
Yeah.
Down with that.
Italia. I mean,
that looks very retro-ish.
Yeah.
I like it, actually.
Yeah, that one's nice too. This one reminds me of the freaking German one.
The Germany one, yeah. Same concept.
Yeah, they're both Adidas, so that makes sense. Spain, that one's nice. I mean, that one's retro, I feel like, too. Like,
yeah.
Iniesta probably wore that.
David Villa.
Yeah, David Villa. Hate that one. It's gross.
Not a fan.
This is basically, I mean, Adidas is basically just doing the same thing.
Same
with this little line, yeah. But I think this colorway makes it look like Spain 2010.
Scotland kits are always nice and basic, I feel.
Yeah. I guess that's all the leaks so far.
That's so far. We're going to have to just wait and see until they come out.
Yeah, but that one looks sick for sure. And the freaking... And the England away. Oh, and the Portugal away too.
And the England away, that one's
glorious.
Sick.
A Foden one right there, or maybe even... I don't know. Dude, I hope James Madison... I hope, this England squad could win the World Cup, I think. The current England squad that they have could win the World Cup. I know it's years away, but I'm just...
Years away. We're going to talk about it in a couple of years. This is not the time.
I'm just saying that this team is, I think, one of the best teams they've had in years.
That's what they say all the time about England, though.
That's true, but I feel like I've never said that about this squad, and I feel like this squad, that's what's going on right now. Alright, let's cut that there. Alright. I wonder if we could actually, if we'll be fine to show the Premier League website on YouTube. We'll figure it out, but maybe we'll try it next time so we could show some stuff that we're talking about. It'd be fairly cool.
Our stats. See where we get from.
But yeah, that's all I got this week. That's all I got for the episode. Ivan's going on vacation to Disneyland, the happiest place in the world. Allegedly.
I'm not gonna be happy if Chelsea loses.
Allegedly. Yeah, bro's gonna wake up from a late night and then he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, Chelsea lost." Now he's gonna go on It's a Small World ride while remembering that Chelsea lost. It's gonna be bad. You're gonna see him on freaking Twitter like that guy that was naked.
But I'm gonna be drowning in the water.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, should be fun weekend. Look forward to our special co-host next week. local legend. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be talking Champions League. We're going to be talking weekend recap and then Champions League. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be
And
good.
then I'll be here to talk about the Champions League games and then the upcoming week.
Yeah, yeah. Champions League recap and then upcoming Prem. I think there's actually a game on Friday. So Thursday night we will be back recording with Ivan. Monday night we'll be with the special guest, and maybe we'll live stream. We'll see. But that's all I got. What do you got?
Like us on everything.
Like us
Follow
on
us.
everything.
Subscribe.
Follow us on
Twitter,
everything.
Instagram,
We're up
Facebook,
to
and
66
YouTube.
subscribers, which
YouTube,
is
we're
I
killing
think
it.
10 more subscribers than we were at on the last episode. So that's good. Like, follow, share. For some reason, our viewership in France is over 50%. I don't know
Oui,
how.
omelette de fromage.
Yeah, maybe some Frenchman saw this and shared it with all his buddies. I hope so. Merci.
Merci.
But
Bonsoir.
we've been learning French on freaking Duolingo.
Duolingo. Every once in a while,
Yeah.
I'll try to freaking
So we're
just
gonna,
like a little.
yeah, we're doing good. Hopefully you Frenchmen see this. Hopefully you continue to follow us, continue to subscribe, continue to watch us. And that's all I got. You were kicking it this week.
With Chuch.
Chuch. Later.